You have been amassing valuable business data in JD Edwards EnterpriseOne systems for years in the form of business transactions, workflows, integrations, and automated data collection. Now it's time to put that data to a higher use. Enterprise automation is the collection of JD Edwards EnterpriseOne features targeted at getting better data into the JD Edwards system and getting better insights out of that data. Digital gold. But enterprise automation also refers to the techniques and disciplines used to model and analyze that data, which can help identify and solve impediments to improvement. It's all centered around a 5-step life cycle: ingesting data, modeling it into the context of the business processes, analyzing the metrics and key performance indicators, coming up with solutions and process improvements, and eventually measuring the system over time to validate those improvements. The EnterpriseOne product features that comprise the enterprise automation framework include some that have been around for a while: Orchestrator, Workflow, View Watchlists, UX1 Analytics, EnterpriseOne Pages, as well as some recent innovations such as Enterprise Process Modeler and Widgets. These features can be used with the aim of getting better data into the EnterpriseOne system and getting better insights out of it, specifically to see metrics and key performance indicators. KPIs, about the business processes right within the context of a business process model. Those metrics and KPIs might reveal a few surprises, inefficiencies, or opportunities, and to improve the numbers, you need to change the process. But with so much going on continuously, orchestrations orchestrating, integrations integrating, workflows flowing, and business data changing fluidly minute by minute, how can a process owner possibly keep up with it all? As a process owner, you need a consolidated view of the most important information. You need an enterprise automation dashboard. You can use existing capabilities of the JD Edwards digital platform, such as composed pages, to create an enterprise automation dashboard. Suppose you have created a process model using the Enterprise Process Modeler and you want to add it on a composed page so that it's the first thing you see when you sign into the EnterpriseOne system. And suppose that you want to add 2 process models on that page, perhaps to compare 2 time periods or 2 business units. Process models are very useful, but they are not the only way to collect and visualize data from the EnterpriseOne system. Perhaps you want to see related View Watchlists and widgets side by side with the process models. And of course, workflow is an important part of automation strategy. So seeing the workflow monitor helps to ensure that workflow processes are running smoothly. And likewise, the Orchestrator Health Monitor ensures that the critical orchestrations are running smoothly. Whatever data and processes are most important to you, you can use the components of the JD Edwards digital platform to build a consolidated dashboard for a bird's eye view of business metrics, key performance indicators, and business processes. A key component in the JD Edwards Enterprise Automation Framework is the JD Edwards Enterprise Process Modeler. This tool reads data from the EnterpriseOne system and generates a process model based on live data. Furthermore, it reveals metrics and key performance indicators about the steps of the process, the links between steps, and the process as a whole. In this way, the Enterprise Process Modeler supports the ingest, model, and analyze phases of the enterprise automation lifecycle. But what about the measure phase? To measure is to compare. You can measure by comparing to some standard, such as a ruler or a scale. In the case of enterprise automation, you can measure progress or improvement by comparing your current state against your past performance. Comparison over time. Comparison between companies. Comparison between business units. The Enterprise Process Modeler provides several capabilities for such comparisons. The first is the ability to capture snapshots of process models. Because these models are derived from live business data in the EnterpriseOne system, the data as it exists today is different than what it will be a month from now on. when perhaps you want to measure the progress. A snapshot saves data at a point in time, enabling you to review a process model as it was in that point in time. Another feature that helps compare process models or snapshots is called split view. Split view enables you to create multiple panes on the enterprise process modeler canvas. The views can contain multiple instances of the same process model. For example, to compare two time periods or business units. Or the views might contain different process models for related or similar processes. Or the views might contain snapshots that were previously created. To help identify the differences when comparing split views, the Enterprise Process Modeler highlights the differences based on thresholds that you have set and a summary of the differences. You can even see a summary of the differences in a tabular format. And finally, when you want to dive into the details, the drill down feature lets you see the raw business data that is behind the metric badges and KPI analytic charts. Using the power of EnterpriseOne Data Browser, you can see the source of the data and investigate any anomalies or individual transactions that the metrics and KPIs revealed. With an enterprise automation dashboard comprising the many components of the J.D. Edwards Enterprise Automation Framework, and following the disciplines and techniques of enterprise automation, you will soon be ingesting, modeling, analyzing, solving, measuring, and most importantly, improving processes at every corner of your enterprise. For more information, visit learnjde.com. Thanks for watching.